One. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CNT podcast. My name is Tommy Terrio. I am here with Justin Yormark and Dylan
Justin,
Traeger.
what are you doing, Justin?
I don't know. I'm getting excited for the episode. Getting everyone hyped.
Justin's bouncing all up and down. I mean, for those of you who
Fresh
watch
off an
the
energy
intro on
drink.
Instagram, I apologize that you
Fresh
don't
off
get
an
to witness
energy
this.
drink.
Wait.
Ready.
Remember how last time I was on the episode we talked about how Justin has one of these drinks every time?
Not
Yes,
every
he
day.
does. It's an addiction. I promise you.
You can pull up the clip and put it in like the Instagram or TikTok post, but we talked
No,
about
we
this
talked
last
about
time,
it. We did.
how he
I'm fresh
has
off
one of these
one.
every time, and then
Not.
Tommy
It's
already
not
has.
every time.
But then Tommy already had his morning tea,
Of course, it's morning tea.
his book, and he read his jog with his dog.
Oh, I'm pulling it up, Tommy. I'm pulling up. So we talked about that on the last episode. Dylan was on.
Was
And
that one or two
so-
episodes ago? I think that was one episode ago.
So this episode, the episode before this one was not it, but the episode before that one was that one, I believe. And after we were done recording, we get this picture from Tommy in our group chat of him on the
Wow.
deck with his morning tea.
How many
He
viewers?
was
do you
saying
have
how
on
it
Justin?
wasn't true. He said that wasn't true just for him to send this.
No, it's true.
No, the part that wasn't true is the jog. I don't jog. That's not
Oh,
like
you
walk.
jog.
You
Yeah,
walk
but you
at a
walk.
mildly
You walk.
pace.
yeah, I
You
walk
walk,
at a I
walk,
walk at a
jog.
yeah,
Same
I
thing.
walk at a brisk pace. I don't jog.
Right.
With the altitude, I'd be gassed after, a block if I were, if I were
That
to
is
jog.
true. The Mile High City.
Or more than a mile high up here. I think we're 6,000 feet up here.
Oh wow.
But today, with all that getting out of the way, we're talking about just strange baseball memorabilia, stuff that you would like to own that, it's outside of the baseball card or baseball realm. It's something, it's something that's out there. Okay.
But first, we have card of the week.
Yeah, we have Dylan.
Before we do card of the week, I just have like a question for you guys, like completely
Oh,
unrelated
no.
to this.
Oh,
No, it's fine. I'm just curious. How many viewers do we average on like these watching like these podcasts and stuff?
I have no idea.
I do, because that's my job.
What do the analytics look like?
Analytics.
And don't
So,
count your own
let's
views,
see.
Justin.
October, my own views. I don't watch the episodes. I actually can't stand listening to myself
Justin
talk
can't
after the
stand it,
fact.
yeah.
I'm the same.
But Tommy, I believe, watches all the episodes through. He at least he used to, but I cannot stand rewatching episodes.
I don't like listening to myself talk
Me neither.
unless I'm announcing.
Yeah, I'm like the same way.
Yeah.
Last month we had a total of 65 listeners on all the episodes. For no, that was the average, was 65 average for the last month with 260 total views, and then all time we're averaging 26 episode all time.
Okay.
But average 65 last month.
Dylan's doing some
All
quick
right.
math.
Awesome. And going to the card of the week. When I say this is a big card, I mean it because it is a big, heavy card. We got a little 4-card booklet.
You're gonna have to go like
20
one card at a time, showing
I
it
will.
off.
2018 National
Ooh.
Treasures, 1 of 1, game-worn patch. On this one, it's all laundry tag and logo patches. Matt Carpenter, Max Scherzer, Ryan Braun, Starling Marte, Trevor Story, Yadier Molina, Yoenis Cespedes, Nolan Arenado, and 3 of those are the laundry tags off the jersey. We have Paul Goldschmidt, Chris Bryant, Madison Bumgarner, and Bryce Harper, Anthony Rizzo, Joey Votto, Jacob DeGrom, Jason Hayward, and I want to try and scan that barcode, the QR, and see if I want to see what comes up on that.
I don't know if you will be able to with
I don't know if there's enough.
You have.
Yeah,
I'm actually very curious if I could. Yeah, I don't think so either, but I'm very curious.
Hey, nothing wrong with being curious.
It kills the
Just
cat,
ask
actually.
George.
Yeah,
It kills the cat.
It does kill the cat, but George
I
is
don't
a big fan
understand.
of it.
I don't understand that reference.
It's like a joke. Like
It's
curiosity kills
an
the cat.
old saying. Curiosity killed the cat.
Before your time, Justin.
You're
Or-
like
What
a
I
year
actually think
older than
on that
me.
Bumgarner patch, I think that says like World Series kind of. It's like reflected the opposite way for you guys, but I see a W, half a W and half an O. So I wonder
It
if that's
could
like
be.
the side of the jersey says like World Series
I
champions,
would
like
think. I
20.
mean, that would make the most sense
Maybe.
of anything.
Yeah, but a
Yeah.
really cool card. I mean, it's like a nice 5-pound dumbbell, you know.
I think you should get it graded.
It'd be a nice picture to put on my wall. It's graded.
It would be.
Be a great picture for the wall.
Yeah, quite expensive picture
All
for a,
all the
you know, for
house
a
all the
college.
house parties in your dorm, people would just see that and be like, this is a
They
cool dude.
they'd probably look at me and they're like, "Why the hell would you grade that?" And I'd be like, "Cause I can."
And then they just
I just wonder
they'd be
what the fee would
dominated.
be for how much how expensive do you figure that like it would cost to get that graded?
Well, they moved regular cards. Like if I send this card in right now, like Herbert Jones, just like a $5 rookie, I can grade this at PSA for $18, but that's a common card. This one gotta be at least a couple hundred to grade.
Has
Because
to be.
essentially you're grading 4 cards that are together. It's also a big thing. They got to use like a big thing to grade it, you know?
Yeah, here. I'm looking. Just give me a second.
It'd be a hard thing to grade too. I can
There's a good
imagine.
chance. There's a good chance I could send this in and they wouldn't grade it too.
Yeah, I'll just imagine being the PSA worker. You have to grade like, let's say you grade 100 cards a day, and then you can go home. You're just grading cards. You're tired. That's your 100 card. It takes so long to last out of the day. Takes you so long just for you to finish grading it, and then you hear from your supervisor, we can't grade that, and then the
Well,
hour they spent grading it just gone.
I'm curious how they do grade the booklets because when you open and close it, it creases like the booklet part of it. If you guys have ever
Yeah,
had one of these,
I've never had a booklet.
so
One
I'm
of my
not sure if
biggest disappointments.
you should buy this off me.
How much?
I will give it to you and I will ship it out tonight at the fair rate of 600 shipped.
You have to hand deliver it if I'm paying that price.
Hand deliver it.
Hand deliver it.
All right, just come to Indiana and I'll hand deliver it to
No,
you.
no, you gotta come to me. I have school every day. You get
I'll
days
meet
off.
you. I'll meet you halfway. I'll go to Indianapolis. You go to here.
I think that's more halfway for you than it is me.
I have school as well, so it's not like
I mean, yeah,
I still
but
have
you
school.
have class every single day.
I have one class on. I have I have 1 to 2 classes every day.
How many classes you take? Why do you have every day?
I have 1 to 2 classes every day,
Monday through Friday, or Sunday through Saturday.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
That's well.
I'm in 4 classes. My 5th one starts in 2 weeks.
Is that normal, Tommy?
Yeah,
I
that's how
didn't think.
college works. You know, it's not like
I thought it was
an 8 to
less.
3. 1 to
I
2
know, but
classes
I
every day.
thought you took. I didn't think you had classes every day.
Well, it depends how you order your schedule. Like you can do 3 classes a day for 3 days and then get 2 days off, or like balance it out. So for me, like Mondays, I have 1 class. Like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I have 2 classes.
And also the schedule is more flexible too. Like
Yeah.
It's
that's
very
the
flexible.
What
that's
I
the
would do is
big
I
that's
would
the
do all my
bigger key to
classes
that.
on Wednesday. All my classes on Wednesday. Rest of the time, my time.
That's a
You would
terrible idea,
be
actually.
that would be
I
a
would. I
very
wouldn't
hard
do
day
that.
on Wednesday. That would be a
I
super
wouldn't
hard
do
day.
that. I wouldn't do that. That was a
Like
complete joke. I'd probably just do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or something like split it up, but not like make sure I had days off.
I can start us off on the memorabilia piece. I don't know if you count this
Let's.
really. It's not really like baseball, but it is baseball. It's not really MLB, but it is. So you guys have all seen
Well,
the
now
movie,
I'm
like
interested.
it's you guys have all seen the movie Rookie of the Year, right?
Yeah,
Tommy.
Yeah, I've seen it.
So
you better have.
I'm at this card show in June, and the guy Henry Rowengartner, the actor, who's now like 40 or 50, he was signing autographs there, and I didn't know, but I found that out that night, so I was pretty upset. And I see this guy at the show selling this. It's a movie poster, and it's signed by him. Sign up there, and then he wrote, "Pitcher's got a big butt." there.
That's
And it's this
great.
big, it's like a big movie poster, like as big as that poster there. And I was like, oh my God, that is incredible. And then to go a bit off track, I'm just like walking around the cards. I'm just walking around. And the next thing I know, I see Andre Dawson and I got a picture with him, if that will focus.
Andre, dude, I love that guy. Where's my Dawson on display?
That was like crazy. I just saw him and I was like, there's the Hawk. And
That's
the guy
wild.
he was massive. Like he's still pretty built too, and he was massive.
He has one of the cleanest autographs ever. I will live and die on the hill that he has one of the best autographs, if not the best autograph ever.
It's actually funny. I had a card of him unsigned in my card case, and I actually asked if he'd sign it, and he said he's not allowed to, but he said he'd take a picture. So that was just as good though.
Yeah, I mean, I've been kind of getting into it. I'm gonna go into mine.
Is it almost more
Yeah.
Is it weird to say it's almost more personal and kind of almost cooler to do
A picture with someone?
to do a picture with someone? Like, I mean, obviously
Yeah.
it's not worth obviously anywhere near it, but
It
I think it
depends
depends
on
who
it,
it
but
is.
I kind of agree.
Like
what
if
I'm
there's an
going
athlete,
into goes into it.
I think if
Oh,
there's
sorry,
like an
Dylan, go.
athlete, thanks. If there's like an athlete and like you don't have a card of him, like let's say you're meeting like I don't know, like I'll say like Jason Vargas. Remember him, the pitcher on the Mariners?
yes,
Justin, you remember him?
Yeah.
he was a
Let's say
lefty.
like you're meeting him and like I can either get a picture or get a team card signed. Like I'd rather get a picture with him, you know?
Yeah, agreed. It depends on
See, I'm
who it
kind
is.
of like,
Depends on like it
I
depends on
think it
my
depends.
connection to them as well. Like
yeah,
It
like
depends what
if
you
it's
had, you know?
like with Seth Brown. So I was at the Athletics. I didn't have any Seth Brown cards on me, but like I don't really love Seth Brown, so I had him sign a team card. But like if I had played with Seth Brown and only the show so much to the point where he was one of my favorite players, I would have wanted the picture more if it was just a team card. If that
Right.
makes any sense.
I think like actors too, like some actors rather just get a picture with an
Actors,
autograph.
I would go picture all the way. I don't really collect autographs of actors.
It
I
just
guess
depends. Like
I guess a difference would be though is if like it's like a baseball movie, like Henry Rothenjaw. I think I'd want an autograph of
Rowan
him.
Gardner. Rowan
Rowan
Gardner.
Gardner.
Wait, what'd you say? Rotchenblaster?
just leave Justin alone with just with the last names. Just
Yeah,
leave.
he's terrible at names. I think he said Rotchengarner.
Yeah.
What I've got into is getting pictures with athletes and then getting those pictures signed. So right here I have
Oh yeah.
me giving Logan Reinhardt the CNT short, and then we took a picture, and then I got it printed out and signed by him.
So now what you got to do is take that signed picture and get that printed and have that picture signed, and then get a
Okay.
picture of him signing the picture that's already signed,
No,
and get a
you're
copy
taking
of
it too
that.
far. You're taking it a little too far. I'll be honest. But I have I got a picture with Jordan Lawlaw.
Oh, I accidentally muted Justin. That one was not
I was
intentional.
gonna get that picture signed, but he got called up before I saw him. But I have a picture of me and Drew Romo that I want to get signed if he stays with Spokane next year.
He's probably get promoted.
Yeah, with
Here's
how
the
good he
Lala
is.
picture. And then I have one with JP Crawford to get signed too.
With how good he is.
That's an old picture. Let's see that. Let's see that old one. Let's see the old Justin. I think
Little chubby Justin.
you were cuter then.
I was so chubby.
You were cuter then.
Nah. I
Tommy
disagree.
agrees.
Respectfully, I disagree.
Tommy, what do you think?
Respectfully, I miss the man bun, Justin. Respectfully.
Respectfully, I do too.
Yeah, I missed the buzz cut, Justin, during quarantine. Were you here for
Oh
that,
my
Tommy?
god.
I don't miss
Stop.
that. I do not miss that one.
That was
peak
out
of pocket to
performance.
bring up. That was out of pocket.
Just like right here, whoever's editing, like a little picture of Justin's buzz cut right here.
No. We're not doing that.
That was peak
I'm the one
performance.
editing it. I'm not doing that.
Tommy, we can edit it in.
No. If Tommy wants to edit this episode, he can do it. I'm the one editing it. I'm not putting it there. If Tommy wants to take a crack at editing to put it up there, be my guest.
So
I'm not doing that.
here's what I do here. Okay, so I got my first one. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Tell me this would not be cool. So, do you guys? So, like, when you guys think of a fancy dinner, you generally like have some have some like some corn, throw some butter and some pepper on there, right?
Yeah.
Tell me it would not be cool to get to eat um an ear of corn from the Field of Dreams in Iowa.
Wait, say it
That'd be
again.
sick.
Like you actually get like an ear of corn from
Oh
Iowa
my
from the
God.
Dreams.
That'd
I
be
had never told the
insane.
story. That has happened and I've seen it. I went to the Field of Dreams game this summer, Cubs versus Reds. I don't know if you guys knew that,
I did not.
but
Cubs won.
I went to the game
Big success.
and I'm walking through the cornfield because you park your car and you're at the movie site with the field from the movie, but then
I've
you got to
been to
walk through
that
the
site when I was younger.
you got to walk through the corn to get to the actual stadium. So we're walking through, and I look to my left, and I see David Ortiz in full uniform coming out of the corn. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm just one on one with him. There's like a few guys videoing him. And then they said everyone has to back up. We're doing a video for a commercial right now. So, everyone starts crowding around. David Ortiz starts picking off corn off the bushes and starts throwing it at the fans. And like the guy next to me caught one. Anyways, he finishes the commercial and the guy says, "Can you sign the piece of corn that you threw it at me?" So David Ortiz goes and signs this guy's thing of corn that he gave to him. And then like I pushed my little cousin in, so he got his baseball signed. But it was seriously the coolest thing ever. Like you're just like walking through the corn maze, and the next thing you know, fucking David Ortiz is right there. It was
Episode's not for
on.
kids.
How about this? Here it is. Check this out. This is the video I took. Him just
That is so
He's
walking out of the
just
cool.
bigger than
cornfield.
bro. I would hate doing a corn maze with David Ortiz because it would just ruin all the fun. You would just be looking over it.
Yeah.
By the way, I have something for all of our viewers to enjoy really quick.
Is it buzz cut?
Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
Tommy found a way to put it up without having to edit it, and I am upset.
Tommy, give us some love.
That is out of.
That was like peak Justin.
Bro, that was peak Justin. You can't
Justin,
What
let's see
was
your hair
peak?
right now. You always have the hat on. Take the hat off for a minute.
Dude, my hair is so overgrown. I've been needing a haircut for so long.
Mine is too, but let's see your hair.
I'd rather not. It's all messy. I need to get it cut. I'll probably wake up before red zone and get it cut.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Then
I
my issue is I don't
stand.
trust them.
You,
I don't
Justin,
trust the
this was
barbers
pointing
down
out
here.
that football starts at 6:30 in your time tomorrow.
Oh, I'm not gonna watch the London game.
Oh,
I stand by that. This is peak Justin.
Whoa, let me see that again.
This is peak Justin.
You,
Not.
You were even cuter then.
you haven't seen
Oh,
Rat Baby
100%.
Justin
This is
before?
no. Hey, Tommy, don't say that. My mom's gonna get so mad at you if you say that.
Do you call him chubby?
No, I said Rat Baby Justin.
Dude,
Oh,
why is my
he
lighting
kind of does look like a
changed?
rat.
Oh, my mom's gonna hate you now.
We both know that's not true.
Yeah, we
Yes,
were
it
just
is.
busting your chops.
I know. Oh no, I agree. This is definitely looking like a rat baby, but my mom hates
Yeah.
it. My mom hates it when anyone says that.
It's a scary picture.
So cute.
All right.
This is hey. I'm kind of. This is what happens when you don't subscribe to CNT. This little face is coming after you.
Wow.
Please
Oh,
don't hate
boy.
me, Mom.
Hey, I'm just glad I was able to get that buzz cut Justin in on this.
Yeah, that was a very good call, and I was not expecting that at all.
I'll say this though, guys.
I knew it instantly when you said I had something for everyone to see. I knew instantly what you were doing. Instantly.
I don't know. I might so my school does a thing called Bald for Bucks.
Of course, yeah.
So
Makes
it's like a
sense.
fundraiser. It's like a fundraiser for kids generally like with cancer, like things like that, right?
Right.
That's happening in March. So I may or may not be participating in that whenever that comes around. So
Towards the head. We can finally get the heat off of me for a little bit.
believe me that I will. Believe me, every episode that I appear on, I will be wearing a
Nope,
hat.
nope,
Do
nope.
not
You
fret.
will be required to do one
Oh, you're
episode without
shaving
a
your head
hat.
for it? You're shaving your head for it?
I might.
He's considering it. No, if you do it, you have to do at least one episode with the hat off. And then we
No,
can
Justin.
no,
Justin, I
but
have to have a
Tommy,
higher
Tommy,
level of self-respect than you do
Tommy,
for
Tommy,
yourself.
if you do that though, but then we can make a big deal about it and like spread more awareness. But you have to have the hat off. At least for like a little minute, 2 minute spiel about it.
We'll see. We'll see.
Come on, don't you want to bring awareness?
Yeah,
I
come
do
on,
want to
Tommy.
bring awareness, but not.
Then take the hat off for a minute or two during an episode, and we can talk about it in a serious tone.
I'm with Justin on this one. Like,
And
stop
busted chops
picking
for
on
being
Justin.
bald.
Yes.
Justin, you on your next one?
I think I have another one. Something I'm gonna do is I went to an Oxford Stadium and I got 2 flags. So that was the giveaway. I have one up on my ceiling. I have another
Oh,
one here.
dibs.
No, because I'm going to try and get this signed by all the rehabbers in Everett from now until I graduate. So like if Kyle Lewis comes in rehabs, get it signed by him. If Julio comes in rehabs, get it signed by him. Just everyone who rehabs, I want to try and have them sign this flag. I think that'd be cool.
Hmm.
It's a pretty big flag. And then I have one hanging over my bed right now as well.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
And also just like a signed flag would just kind of be cool.
That would be pretty cool. I'm trying to think what else is cool that I've gotten signed before.
It doesn't even have to be
Like-
something you've gotten signed before, but just any.
Well, I do remember like during the finals a few years ago, I remember a fan asked Klay Thompson to sign his toaster oven. You guys remember that?
I do,
He
vaguely.
brought like a toaster oven that was like handheld, and he had Klay Thompson sign it, and that was pretty big in the news. I also
That's
saw
sick.
today. When I was at the. I didn't tell the audience this, but I went before the Indiana football game today. They had what's it called, the Big Noon kickoff with Fox
Mhm.
Sports. So one of the broadcasters was Reggie Bush, who's obviously one of the best running backs of the 2000s and the early 2010s.
At least in college football, he wasn't. It
Yeah,
didn't
but-
entirely translate, but I get your point.
You guys remember how he got like his Heisman stripped from him for whatever he did wrong with like the under the counter money or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which
So-
was all Pete Carroll's fault, but yeah.
Yes. But a fan made a poster and it said, I have the same number of Heismans as Reggie Bush. And then there was a 0 with an X on it. And he holds up the poster. Reggie Bush comes over and signs it. And then Reggie Bush takes his B-reel on his phone.
That is funny.
Some of these guys have really good ideas that like I would never think of.
Or I don't know. My personal favorite one is the College Game Day sign from earlier this year. The App State one that said the only ATM that allows you to withdraw 1.5 million. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Okay. I'm gonna allow myself again because Tommy, the picture you showed of me being bald wasn't good enough.
Uh-oh.
I have a picture on my phone that I use in a TikTok on my personal account. That it's just even better. Oh.
I've seen that picture before.
It is just this one. You probably saw the TikTok.
Oh no!
This one is just even better.
No, Justin.
That's like peak Justin.
No, well,
Yeah.
Justin, you didn't have to do yourself like that. My goodness. I mean,
I'm always roasting myself. I showed Rat Baby me. Like,
that's fair, but Rat Baby U
I'm
is
all for it.
Rat Baby U is just comical, Justin.
Yeah. We have to stop saying Rat Baby me because my mom's gonna actually get mad. Baby me. Just baby me. Baby. Baby
Wait, let
Justin.
me see it again.
I'm showing it.
Wow, rat baby.
Dude, you're not making my mom very happy right now.
Is she listening to this?
She probably will listen to it when
Hey, Justin,
it gets
Justin.
published.
Your mom
Oh,
already
I'm
knows she's
sorry.
the goat, so I mean, I'm not worried about it.
Dude, she got so mad at Tommy because we were talking about it in the car on the way to the Rangers game one time. She got so mad at you.
I remember that. Oh no.
It's like the one time she's ever been mad at Tommy. Because Tommy is like a great kid, never does anything wrong, but she got
What'd he
so
say?
upset.
Well,
He,
because we
What'd
were
he was
he
just
having
say?
laughing at the Rat Baby Justin picture because my mom hates it when I'm told a Rat Baby because I had a lot of heart problems. Like she's just protected. Like she doesn't want anyone saying that about her kid because like I had a bunch of heart problems and stuff. And so Tommy was
Justin, can we
joking
get like a
about it.
signed
She got
waiver that
so mad.
Justin, we get a signed waiver that says, like you're okay with it being said or something like that.
I'm more than okay with it being said. I say it. It's a funny looking picture of me. I mean, I'm as cute as can be in it, but
You were a cute kid.
I was. I don't know what went wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
You became a
Me
Cubs
too.
fan. That's what went wrong.
I was a Cubs fan in that picture, Tommy. Don't even.
I,
He was
I
a
didn't
White
see, I
Sox
didn't
fan
see your
back then.
hat.
Huh? You didn't see I have a picture. I'm
Yeah,
sure there's a
I
picture
just
somewhere.
wrestling. Listen to this. So, if the Mets win the World Series, Robinson Cano gets a ring. If the Braves win the World Series, Robinson Cano gets a ring. If the Padres
The
win the World
Padres win the World
Series,
Series.
Robinson Cano gets a
Cano
ring.
gets
And
a
I
ring.
bet even if the Mariners win the World Series, they could give a ring to Robinson Cano.
They
That
wouldn't,
is
but
hilarious.
They would. I think they'd give him a ring.
I
for
don't
what?
think so.
For what? Saying, hey, thank you for getting us Jared Kelenic. Like, what do you like?
Thank you for 5 great years. Here's the ring
Thank-
that you'll never get after your Yankees playing time.
And he didn't win one with the Yankees either. So,
He did. 09.
oh, not okay, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the last time the Yankees won.
Who'd they beat that series?
2009. Let me
Yeah.
check it out. That's a great question because let's see. Yankees won. Hideki Matsui. They beat the Phillies, who won it in 2008.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Hideki Matsui was the MVP. And guess who announced
Hideki
it?
Matsui
Joe
was
Buck.
just better.
Yeah, he really
Buck
disappeared. Like
sucks.
you never hear his name anymore, which is crazy.
Wait, who'd you
Mhm.
say? Wait, what'd you say, Justin?
That's a Joe Buck sucks.
You hate him because you ain't him.
I'm gonna take a shot. He does such a bad job. Like he's not a good broadcaster.
I don't have anything against him. That's also because I don't listen to him. Because I watch the White Sox on like NBC, like local channel.
Yeah.
So I don't really
NBC
listen
Sports
to Joe Buck.
Chicago.
Yeah, that's what I like to listen to. And usually, if we
You know
don't play
what?
on that,
I have a
on.
weird one. I have a weird
We're
thing that I want to sometime get signed, and it's so silly.
What is it?
I want to have Spencer Torkelson sign a fork because his
A
nickname is
fart?
Torque. A
Oh, a
fork.
torque.
No, a
fork.
fork. Because think about it. Spencer Torque. His nickname is Torque. Fork Torque.
That would be
Am
very
I
hard.
am I crazy or is that kind of
No,
cool?
you're crazy. That would be very hard.
That's stupid, but
No, it's not.
That's like having a fighter sign my letter.
That'd be sick. Spencer Torkelson's a G.
You just said that so you could show off the card. I see how it is.
I said it so I could show off this picture.
Yes.
Be
And
like
by the
Spencer
way,
Torkelson and get yourself
your
a
CN
cause of talk stock.
get your CNT t-shirts, $18 a piece, very worth it.
Oh yeah. Very
be
worth
like
it.
Spencer
Be like Spencer
Torkelson.
Torkelson. Be like Talk. I don't want to show the full picture of this because I was trying to get Javier Baez's autograph at this game. And so I'm in
Did
Cubs
he keep the
gear.
shirt or did he give it back to you?
He kept it. He owns it.
I
Same with
wonder if
Chris
he actually
Flexen.
That's a dope
Flexen
one.
also has one.
If you give one to Brendan Davis, make sure you give him the middle finger from me.
He has one. I shipped one to him.
Why
I
do you
hope
hate
it gets
Brendan
lost
Davis?
I hope it gets lost in the mail. I'm
Dude,
sorry,
it
Justin.
didn't. He got it, but he has
And
not
you
sent
see
a
those
picture
cards
of
of
him
him
in it.
behind you? If I was in your room, I would take those cards of Brendan Davis and go off the wall.
Why? He's such a
Walk the
good
guy.
guy. He's such
To
a
anyone
good
who doesn't
guy.
to anyone who doesn't know, back when Brendan Davis got drafted by the Cubs, what was this, 2018 or 19? 20?
2018 sounds
18.
right.
Alright. So maybe in 2018, I sent him a DM. I asked him a question about like my mechanics or something. And I was like a freshman then in high school. So I said, like, how many likes do I need to get like a signed bat by you or a signed baseball? He goes, this in this much time. And I hit that like goal. And basically for like a year and a half, he kept BSing me when he was going to send it out and sending it and stuff. And at the end of the day, he blocked me.
That's a bad look.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's been
I mean,
so nice to us and the podcast.
to you, not to us, to you.
To
To
the
you.
podcast. He's been great to the podcast.
And I'm not a person to dislike players. Like, there's no teams I dislike besides the Astros, just for what they did. Like, there's very few players I dislike, but like, just something like that, it just kind of bothers me. Like,
Yeah.
That kind of thing will rub you the wrong way. It's just one of those things.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like, I'm sure he didn't mean to do anything wrong, but he got my hopes up, and I got really excited. And I was a lot younger then too, so I probably shouldn't have been bothering him about it. But like at the time I was like very close to you still, and like I think I threw your name out there too, so it just kind of bothered me.
Yeah. No, it's very reasonable, but like to be upset with it because like you did like, but at the end of the day,
I honestly forgot about
I
that
don't
until
know.
now. But I've had
Like,
my fair share of
it's fair.
incidents with athletes, so it just adds to the
Yeah.
list. It just adds to the
Oh,
list.
talk about a not for the fan type of guy. Randy Rosarena sucks with being
I've never
fans.
interacted with him, but I've had my fair
So I was
share.
at a Rays game, and there was a bunch of after the game, a bunch of kids were waiting to do this. I was not sitting like a few feet away from him, talking to his family or friends, like just
Did
waiting
they win or
patiently.
lose? Did they win or lose?
They won,
Okay.
and so the fans were just waiting, like not bothering him at all. A bunch of little kids, and he calls over security and asks to have him clear out because he doesn't want to sign.
I got one.
And it was like 3 kids and then me. It was like just simple. We were giving him space to. He could have just signed a few, but he
I
didn't.
got one.
Let's hear it.
Malik Smith.
Ooh.
I love that guy. If you're going to talk bad about him, I'm going to rebut it.
Justin,
He
do you
actually
know the
just
Met-
he was
do
just
you
in the
not remember-
independent league with the Chicago Dogs, and he got released yesterday.
Wait. You said Gerard Dyson, right?
No, Malik Smith.
Malik
Okay.
Smith, former Mariner.
I'm thinking of the wrong guy. I'm thinking of Gerard Dyson.
Dyson, former White Sox. But Tommy, before you get into this, if you really don't like Malik Smith and this makes your day better, he just got released from his independent league team. That's in the same league as the Chicago Dogs. So I don't know if that makes you happy or not.
So let me just explain
No
my beef
comments.
with Malik Smith. No, I mean, like, no, I'll smile at that, but I'm not like I have a frustration with him, but I'm not gonna wish bad on his career, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Respect.
So I'm not gonna say anything more on that. No, my frustration with Malik Smith came from every single game. His warm up, like he would be running. You know how players will run back and forth. He intentionally taunted the fans into thinking he was coming over to sign.
I remember that a little bit.
Every single game, he would run run out, towards right field. He would run back. He would walk from the foul line up to the wall and then would turn around.
That's like what Adam Engel does at the Sox games. And like,
Yeah,
I don't think it's
that.
intentional. I don't think it's intentional, but like I'll be like waiting for autographs and no one signed this year. I got one autograph over like 15 games.
Okay, but it was a really good one.
Yes, but Adam Engel will like
What was your one auto?
Andrew Vaughn on my jersey.
Ooh, nice.
It was cool.
But one autograph over 15 games, which is ridiculous. And I'm not going to complain about that. Anyways, Adam Engel, every time he warms up, and he's a bench player, he doesn't start. He comes in the 8th or 9th inning. So he's just warming up for fun and for shits and giggles. Someone will scream, Adam, or he'll turn around. He'll like go like, what up, like wave, and then just turns back around. And every like few minutes, he turns around, looks at the fans, and then just looks away. And it's just like teasing us. But I always get to tell you the story. You guys know Patrick Ewing, the guy from the Knicks.
Yeah.
Of course.
So like I'm a DePaul basketball fan, and they're in the Big East, and he coaches Georgetown because that's where he played. Whatever. So I said to my dad, they played this year, Georgetown at DePaul in Chicago. I said, said Patrick Ewing's coming to town. I said I got a few cards of him, and I really always wanted to meet him. That's been a dream of mine. I said, could we get there before the gates open so I can camp out and try and get his autograph? He said, sure. We get there. I'm sitting at the tunnel of Georgetown before anyone's out there. We're the first ones in the arena. No players on the court, sitting there. So 2 hours till game time. He comes out with 15 minutes. And the security was asking me who I was waiting for. I said, Patrick Ewing. He's my favorite player. One of my favorite players. They're like, okay, we'll see if we can get him out. No one else is waiting. Ewing walks out. I go, Mr. Ewing, can you sign this for me, please? I don't do autographs.
Oh,
And all these Georgetown fans were sitting around there, and they were like, wow. And they were like, I'm sorry to hear that. I was like, I'm not frustrated. I'm just like a bit upset. I've been here for 2 hours, and this was one of my favorite players. I said, like, I'm not mad at him. I don't like him anymore. He's not one of my favorite
that's just
players.
really
it's just like,
disappointing.
I completely understand. Like, athletes are humans. They don't have to sign every single time. Like, it's them taking time out of their day, and like they're not required to do it. But to never do it and to say to a fan who's like, you can tell has been waiting there, I don't do them or never signing, that's like, it gets a little excessive. Then, like, without the fans, you wouldn't be making the money you do.
Well,
So
I
like, you
believe
can,
what goes around comes around. And Georgetown at the time was 0-12, and he was on the verge of losing his job. Sure enough, they lost by 30 that night to DePaul. They went 0-13, and his team has been dead last in the Big East for the last 3 years, and they aren't showing improvement. I believe what goes around comes around. I don't know. Maybe if he picked up his act, he'd get some wins.
yeah, but I feel like you can't really fire Patrick Ewing.
Well, you can't.
No, you can't, because
You-
he runs Georgetown. No matter how bad they play, they're not going to fire him because he is
Yeah.
the franchise of Georgetown. It's,
He's
it's
all
him
yeah.
and
He
Allen Iverson.
funds. He funds all of Georgetown.
Yeah.
If he wasn't
Like,
coaching Georgetown basketball, no one will go. And the only reason people would go is because he coaches, and because Dikembe Mutombo's kid is on the team. So like Dikembe Mutombo is sitting courtside of the game. That is the two reasons anyone will go to the Georgetown games.
that's um and in other news, Carlos Santana just got hot on a foul ball, and it looks kind of serious.
Is he any help anymore to the Seattle or no?
He had a 3-run home run earlier today to cut the lead to 3. They are down by 3 in the top of the 8th, 0 outs, bases loaded right now. So I have the game
What's the
on my
score of the
phone while we
series?
record.
Oh, Seattle's up. Okay.
Seattle's up 1-0. So it looks like
What
he
a nice
pulled
outing
a
for Robbie
muscle.
Ray.
We took him out before he got this bad. Like, the bullpen didn't pitch very well today.
Nobody
But
pitched well today, Justin. All due respect.
yeah, all due respect, you're right. So I just feel like players, they're obviously not obligated to always sign, but it's nice for them to
Show
sign
some
something.
heart,
And most athletes do sign a decent amount. Like Suarez and Mitch, like, I'm just naming off guys I see sign a lot. Like, they sign a good amount, but to never sign, I think, is a bit excessive.
Do you know who I know? Signs. I'm pretty sure it's every day that he's not pitching is Herman Marquez.
Yeah,
I've
I've seen a lot
seen
of people get
I've
him.
heard that too.
He's a class
so
act.
that's cool
I
to
think it's
see.
just like a class act. Like there was this one game I got to, like it was like a Sunday. They opened the gates early for Sox, like so the kids for like a family Sunday, And
Yeah.
Giolito wasn't pitching. He came out, and I swear to God, he signed autographs for at least an hour, and that is not an exaggeration.
Did you
Like
get him?
I got him like 3 times, I think. Like not trying to be like picky or anything, but I just went in a couple of times because he is one of my favorite players. But he signed all the way from like the foul pole line to the dugout for everyone,
I love
taking
hearing this.
pictures. But like
I love hearing
it's
this.
those are the guys. Like I think those guys will get more good games. I think what goes around comes around. You're going to play better if you do stuff
Those are
like
also the
that.
people that you need to be marketing. Like baseball needs to be showing off. Like these guys.
Mhm.
Like
I
And
won't forget that. I will not forget that
the
ever.
Mariners
He signed for
bullpen,
an hour straight.
the Mariners bullpen, like, so every day game, the bullpens and like the pitchers go and warm up and stuff. And so the Mariners pitchers, when they're not pitching and during day games, are very good at signing. Chris Flexen especially. I've got him twice this year. He signs for a good amount of time too. Great guy. George Corby, I've seen him sign a lot. He came over right before he stretched out and then did a bullpen. He signed 2 cards for me. No one else actually asked him for an autograph, but I said, hey, if you could only sign one for me, like I was completely understanding, could you sign this one? And then he ended up signing both, which I was very appreciative of because I understand, like I have a whole book that like some pages are just all of one player. I don't expect him to sign all of them, but I just expect one, but I like to be prepared just in case. And he was more than happy to sign both of them, and I really appreciated that. Like he took the extra 2 seconds to sign the second card for me.
That's the other thing is people just appreciate just nice people. Like if you're kind like what's their name? Like the baseball, like the guys who go on the field, like on TikTok and such. So the guys that go on the field and do the player on player
Bat
interview.
Boys.
Yeah, them. Like they did one with
Love
Trevor
them.
Story. That showed or like he was like, what's the biggest thing if a kid wants to get an autograph? Manners. If you
those guys.
Mhm.
Shoot,
I love those
I know one
guys.
of them. Who's
I
that
try
guy?
to I try to make
He played
content
on the
similar
Savannah
to them.
Bananas. He plays for the
Jackson
Savannah
Olsen.
Bananas. Jackson Olsen. He does that stuff too. I know.
Yeah. Love Jackson Olsen. We had him on before.
He's one of my favorite TikTokers. I
Great
love to
guy.
watch him.
Oh,
He's a great guy. Good kid.
it's hilarious.
he was
I
my
had
favorite
never,
TikToker before we even interviewed him, and then he came out like he is such a great guy.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest. So Justin had said, "Hey, we're getting Jackson Olsen on the pod," and I was like, "Okay, great. Who?" Like I had never heard of him, and then
you didn't know Jackson Olsen?
I spent 45 minutes that day just going through his Instagram, just like
They're
looking at all his
phenomenal.
content.
Like I love he'll go and he'll be like rating the ballpark food from every stadium, and
Dude,
he
he
gets those
eats so much.
massive. He gets the massive milkshake from Yankee Stadium with like the slice of cake on top, and then he goes and shows the videos in like the Savannah Bananas, and like I think he's the best baseball influencer. Like I like him. I love Zach Campbell.
Him straight.
Sorry, Tom. Sorry,
Oh,
Tommy. Sorry, Justin. Those are my
Tommy
two
hates
favorite.
him.
Those are
Tommy
my two
hates
favorite
him.
baseball influencers. No matter what you say, I think Hampel's a good guy, and I think he gets a bad
How?
rep. I think he gives a lot of stuff away,
He's
and
a
he's done a lot for
scumbag.
charity. No, he's a good guy. He gives so many of his balls out to kids. When he caught A-Rod's ball in
He
exchange for
didn't
the
give it
ball,
back
yes, he did. He
after
told
after a few years.
no after a
It was
few
like
weeks.
it was like 2 months.
After a few weeks, he went back and said to A-Rod, "If you donate $100,000 to this charity, I will give you the ball back."
He also asked for 2 signed bats, which I completely
Which is
understand.
acceptable. And then he asked for a
Yeah,
donation to
no.
charity. And if A-Rod's not willing to do that, then he's a POS himself.
I think in that situation, he did good on that. Like, I think there's part of him that is great. I think there's part of him where he's a scumbag.
I think he's a good guy.
I think we all see the like. I mean, you know the phrase "seeing the world through like rose-colored glasses," Dylan. Are you familiar with that? What that's saying?
Well, I think there's two sides to a story, if that's what you're trying to say.
Well, yeah, I think we all see it through. Like, I think we all have our view of Zach Campbell influenced by different, like different, glasses tints, if you will. We all see him in a different light.
Right. I don't know. I like as growing up, like when I was in like middle school, like going to high school, like I'd watch his videos every day, and it was something I looked forward to, and it was exciting for me. Uh, that kind of got me into what happened, Justin.
A collision in the outfield just scored 3 runs to tie the game for the Mariners, but Bo Bichette's hot. And
Yeah.
oh my God. George Springer and Bo Bichette are like in serious pain. So I'm happy they tied it up, but Bichette, Springer's like staying on the ground. Bichette's like on his knee.
Hmm.
Bichette's standing and walking. Springer's just on the ground.
But that was
Bichette
like
looks
for
like he'll
me,
be fine.
what Zach Campbell did was like that's what got me into like trying to get baseballs. Like I think it's always pretty cool to see it. You get a feel for all the ballparks, and it's like you're there. I think it's
Yeah,
a good job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
There's
know.
parts of him I like, parts of him I don't like. I'm like,
That's fair.
Dylan loves him, Tommy hates him. I'm in the middle.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, no, certainly. And like I can see like the good side, like I can see the good sides of him. I'll say that. I
Mhm.
just think that the bigger deal, like the bigger thing with him is just, the other, the side of him that I don't like. Like I think that kind of stuff will shine through the unfortunately like will shine like or taint the bat like the good stuff, if you will. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, he gives a lot of balls away, but he also has kept
A lot of them.
like over 40,000, which I'm not saying he shouldn't keep some of the balls, but like he has so many, like he could have given more away, or like the experience of catching your own ball is so much more than just being given one.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like,
By the way, Justin, quick prayers up to George Springer, by the way.
oh yeah, again, I'll say I'm glad the Mariners tied it up, but I do not want it to happen at the cost of an injury. He's standing
It
up
doesn't
now.
matter whether it's the Yankees, it doesn't matter whether it's the Astros, it doesn't matter whether it's the Dodgers, the Cardinals. It doesn't matter. Life is
Injuries
bigger than
suck.
sports. So I mean that's the biggest thing. As long I mean, I
If
can
he
hate
stays
on
in the
Zach.
game, I'm gonna be impressed. If Springer stays in the game,
I can't imagine he will. But with Hampel,
the card's coming out. A card's coming out for Springer.
with
He's gonna
Hampel, as
be
long as long like I'll like sure like I have a strong distaste. I mean like I mean it's a very large frustration, but the only time I'll ever have any hate in sports is if you wish for an injury. That's it.
I agree.
Right.
Do you guys want to keep, I mean, just kind of move this along? I think we'll just go, just one or two more each,
Hmm.
memorabilia wise.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. I'm
Good.
all set, I think. If you guys want to take the floor.
I've really gotten into the signed pictures lately. I'll be honest, like I'll go print them out for cheap. Got some Drew Romo's there. Hunter Goodman's here.
Can I do one?
Yeah, I'm really into the signed pictures.
I want a base.
Oh, 100%.
I was supposed to get a base once.
Story time.
Yeah,
This
Also,
sorry.
grinded my gears. I was at a Sox game and we were sitting like it was phenomenal. We had first row seats and it's next to the dugouts. There's the authenticator that sits like in the seats but next to the dugout. And every like foul ball or broken bat he gets, he puts the MLB authentication sticker with the barcode on it, the QR code. And then they bring that to the auctions, whatever. So I was with my grandfather and he introduced himself and he was telling him how like we went to the game for like my birthday or something. I don't know. Maybe like a
Yeah.
graduation gift. This was last summer. And he goes, if you could do anything, we'd appreciate it. He goes, yeah. Well, he's like, first let me get you a ball. He got me a ball and he got my sister a ball. So that was awesome. And then he goes, if you want to stay after the game, I can try and get you one of the bases. So the entire game, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get a base. And like,
I think the key word though there is try. Like at the end of the day, like I understand your frustration. I'm gonna preface this with I understand your frustration, but at the
and
same
like
time, he did say
disappointment.
try.
He did
right.
try.
But
But
so
I would do the same thing. I would just like
you
I
can
hear
imagine how
try,
like your head
I
would be
get
like
into it.
blowing up. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, oh my God, oh my God. And the game ends, Sox get blown out. There's like post game fireworks. So he's like, after the fireworks, there's like a show. And then after the show, I'd be able to look. I was like, okay. For some reason, Moncada came to sign autographs after the game, after the loss. I don't know why.
Well,
So I got him on a
respect him. No
card.
respect for that. So
Yes. And it was bizarre because they got blown out, but he was coming to let his family in because they were going to watch the fireworks in the dugout with some of their baseball families. So I got him on a card, which is cool. We sit around, the fireworks end, the show ends. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting, and he just never came back. And I was like, all right, let's head out because they started putting the tarp on. So we were like, yeah, we're not getting this. And I wasn't really like upset. I was just like, I didn't have my hopes up too much. I just got like really excited, like
Yeah.
the rush went to my head.
And so you were a
But
little disappointed. Like I totally get that.
yeah, but I was still happy. I got a ball and I got one for my sister, and then I got Moncada's autograph. And Moncada's a really hard autograph too. So that was good for me.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if that you guys have ever been to Coors.
I've
No, it's
not.
on my list.
So
No, what Tommy, we gotta get me out there and go to that Rockies Cubs game we were talking about.
that would be awesome.
We have
So
to.
outside Coors on Union Station, outside Union Station, so there's a walk. Union Station is the major train station for all the light rails and trains and everything else. You can walk from Union Station to maybe half a mile to Coors from there, right?
Mhm.
Um, so there's a brick walkway there, right? And like you can get like your name engraved and everything else on it. I would love to like get one of those bricks like and have my name engraved on it. Like that would be awesome.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm all in on that. Might I ask, Dylan? Your room's gone black. It's
Oh
gone
well,
dark.
It
how's
is
that?
7:30 at night.
I know, but
We
like the
are an hour
lights.
ahead, so the
I know,
lights
but
were
like the
never on
lights
in
just
here.
went out.
That was natural light. The
Oh,
sun just set, so here we are. I mean, like the sun set. There's the stadium. The lights are still on
That's
from the game.
that's
mm.
a
Hey,
beautiful
that's a
view, by
nice
the way.
view. That's a
That's
nice view.
awesome.
I
So
was just. Well, I know you were
there's the
later, but
football field, and then right next to it you can see the basketball stadium. But that's the sunset right now.
hey, I'm trying to find a time to come out for a visit there.
Oh, for sure.
Even though I probably won't go there, but
Let me get a light on over here. Just a second.
okay. Random
Whoa, whoa,
question.
whoa. There we go.
Do you still have the shelf at the card store where we met at this summer?
Yes, I
Or do
do.
you not
This is
you
way
still
this
have
is
it
too
even
thick.
though you're not
Yes.
living anywhere near now?
Um. Well, I'm coming home either every month or every other month. So I priced out a bunch of stuff. And for anyone listening, I've got like a shelf at a sports card show, and I move it so
It's
it glares on
it's
my head.
really cool.
And I price out some cards, and I give it to the card store, and they sell it for me.
And then they have
It's
But
like they
really
for
imagine they
cool.
have like a small fee for doing that, I presume.
yeah, so they take
And
like 20
they
or
do with
twenty
a
five
bunch of
percent.
people. They do with a bunch of, I think it's really cool that they do that. I was really impressed
Yeah,
by
I
it.
would love. Yeah, that'd be awesome. You know,
And it's cool because like while I'm here, like well, yes, I do cards here. Like I can get like a payment from them like every month for a decent chunk, and then I have no work to do for myself. So it's pretty easy for me. But
and
while
then
I'm here,
and then
I can
that
get
gives
my
you money to like put back into.
right. Yeah, and I just basically before I left, I've got a huge shoebox of stuff, and I priced it all out, and I gave it to my dad, and I was like, I'll tell you when, but I need you to take this eventually. And he went last week and brought stuff, and then I go home this Wednesday, so I'll put some stuff in this week when I get back. But
It's
it's
really
cool. I like
cool.
it, and it
Oh,
gives me
that's
an
the
excuse to go there. You know,
we
I
met
can
up
go
at
there
that
often.
card store this summer, and I bought a
Hmm.
few things, but I didn't buy anything from his shelf. But I traded for something.
You did.
I
It was
traded for the
the
JP hat relic.
yeah, that was a good
I
piece.
traded for that. I didn't buy it though. But I
You got to
bought
get that
other cards
signed.
from there.
You got to get that signed.
Ah, that'd be cool.
That would be
JP
very
signs a
cool.
lot. He signs a
Does he?
lot. Yeah, he signs most games. I didn't get him this year, but I've gotten him in the past a good amount.
I like using him in the show because he's fast.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
Hey, if you ever want somebody to use in the show, Garrett Hampson, like 90 plus speed,
Hmm.
that's all he's good for though in the show. That and con
John
like
Barty's good at that. He's like 92 speed, 99 stealing.
anybody else have anything
Yeah.
else to talk about with
Not really anything else about
No,
this stuff, but
I
I
think we
had a
can
really
wrap
good
up.
drafting year. I think we should do it. I should do a drafting something like a TikTok or an Instagram post about just a recap of my drafting year because I had a great year. It went
um
well. Dude, I was so close to getting Miguel Cabrera. I was the next one. He actually skipped over me, signed something else, and then he wouldn't take my card and then went in. And like he stayed after in the dugout signing for a good 10, 15 minutes.
that's rough.
But so close to getting him and
Hey, it's
so
okay,
close.
Justin. It's okay.
I
It's
got
okay.
Torkelson. So I also just missed out on Riley Green.
How has Riley Green been, by the way? Like, how did he do this year?
I think he did all right. He signs a good amount. Same with
Um,
Tuck. Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson are great at signing. Same with Hulu. A lot of the young stars are really good with signing, which is really encouraging for the game of baseball.
That's what makes them marketable too. You know, like if you
Mhm.
haven't like a name and a name and an autograph that you can associate with somebody, you know, makes
I
all the
don't know about Adley Rutschman though. I haven't seen much of him signing.
He signed in AAA and in AA, but I'm not sure about the majors.
Yeah,
I
but
don't I haven't gone
Julio
to
signs
any
a
game
lot.
yet. Yeah.
I got very lucky with Julio getting him in my second Manos game, but ever since then I've been unlucky with getting him. It's not that he doesn't sign, it's that
It's just the
he
high
doesn't go
demand.
where I am.
Yeah, it's the high demand.
Yeah.
You really just have to guess with
It's
Julio.
also just now
I
that the
almost got his
Manos are
Gamies
good,
gloves. I almost got his
you told me
gloves.
about this. You told me about this.
I did not
Uh,
hear the story. Do you mind?
yeah. After this one, I got to head off. But we were at the Sox Mariners game in Chicago this summer. It was in the
To start the
spring.
year.
That was the day I got.
It was the second Manos series before they came home.
It was a rain delay. Keuchel pitched. That was the day I got my Bond jersey signed, actually. And I didn't bring any cards that day because I knew it was going to rain, and I was like, I'm not getting my stuff wet.
Yeah,
My friend brought a
I don't blame
Sharpie.
you.
My friend brought a Sharpie in case, and then I happened to get the Vaughn jersey signed. I was like, okay. I was like, so maybe we should go to the Mariners side and like see if we can get like a ticket signed or something after the game. Sure enough, Julio in his first series of like his career or his first like away series of his career, he comes over after the game. Seattle won because Keuchel pitched. So he's all happy, and he
Known
takes.
White Sox ace Dallas Keuchel.
We don't talk about him on this podcast.
We
He
don't
takes his
talk.
bat. He takes his batting gloves off and he's walking right to me. There's like three guys next to me. I'm like, oh my god! And he hands one to me and one to another person. This one guy next to me who's my age, around my age, he gets one of them, and then the person next to me snags the one that he was giving to me. And I kind of look at Julio and the security guard, and they kind of just shrug, like he didn't care. It was a
That's
little
fine, but you know,
disappointing.
nothing you can
Yeah,
do about that.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
I
It is
don't blame him
rookies.
either. Like the
Yeah,
confrontation and all that is not worth it. Like
Mhm.
as a player, I would not, you know, like as
right.
a
Yeah.
fan, that's frustrating. But as a player, like that's a lot more hassle than it's worth. I mean, like he didn't care about specifically giving it to you. Like if he if you had talked to him before the game, like or whatever, you know, like if you had set that up, then there might have been something behind, you know, like some like.
Right.
But he was just focused on giving it to any fan. They didn't really care that much.
And I
Yeah.
got the Vaughn jersey that day, so I
The
wasn't really
Bon
expecting
Jovi's
anything.
probably better than anything I got signed. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like a
he's
signed jersey, I'm very into signed jerseys. I think
it's
that's
something
it.
I'm big on. I'm big on getting the jerseys and then getting them signed
Yeah.
right away.
Dude, I got Cruz on a jersey, but he signed it in black on the blue part of the number, and so
You should have him sign it
it's really hard
again,
to see.
better color.
It's really hard to see. But I mean, I'm happy because Cruz was like my favorite player when he was on the Mariners in that era. And so getting him on the
Here's a
jersey is
question.
very cool.
Here's a question. Would you rather like so say you and only you like get to do like a full like meet and greet like with like an entire like with all Justin for you all of the Cubs, Dylan for you all of the Sox, for me all of the Rockies, right?
Hmm.
Would you rather have them all sign one thing, like all of them do it on one flag or something like that, or would you rather have them all sign something separate?
Something separate because like some players I want to get on a card, some players I want to get on the jersey.
For me, I'm going together. I think that's so cool if I got the entire like
See, I would only want that if the team if they won the World Series because then I have like the 2016 Cubs entire signed jersey or entire signed
Right.
flag.
I think it depends. My parents, like in the 90s when the Bulls were really relevant, they got a few balls and jerseys signed by the whole Bulls team, which got passed on to
Including
me.
Jordan.
Yes. So
well,
that
no, duh, Justin. You sorry.
Well,
sorry, that's in that scenario, like they're like the '05 White Sox, we won it all. Yes, I'd won it all together. But then there was a time in like 2015 when the Sox were
Terrible.
like 80 and 80, like this year, like very mediocre. And I got everyone on a ball or like a jersey together. So there's like Young Abreu, like Jeff Samardzija, Todd Frazier, David Robertson.
Cubs legend Jeff Samardzija. What?
Yes, but then
Cubs
there's also
legend David Robertson.
there's like 15 other scrubs on it. So like I think it depends how relevant your team is, you know?
Yeah,
I'd like to point
I
out
fully agree.
how many Cubs players that the White Sox have produced.
Giovanni Soto, Kosuke
I'll think about how many Cubs
Fukudome,
players, White Sox players the Cubs produced. Eloy
Troy Campbell, Nick
Jimenez.
Madrigal. I mean, We've been doing
Nick
a lot.
Madrigal, Cubs legend.
He sucks for you guys.
Yeah, he's
Don't
really
say
not
that. I
that
love him. I have
He
a
was
one of
great
one of
for the
him now.
Sox. He hasn't done
He's
shit.
short. I mean,
I
Justin,
bought
he's shorter than
I
you
bought this
are.
one of one printing plate auto of him.
Bro, Dylan. That's what makes Justin think that's what makes Justin think he could be an MLB player is because he finally found an MLB player shorter than him.
Wow.
I don't think I can be an
Except
MLB
Justin's
player.
not taller than him.
How tall is Nick Madrigal?
I've met
5'7".
him. He's 5'7" at best.
I'm 5'7" at best, so we're like the same height. I'm taller than Jose Altuve because he's like 5'4".
He's like 5'6", I think.
Yeah, Altuve's 5'6". He just looks.
He's 5'6". So I'm like the same height as Altuve and Madrigal.
But he's also 5'6", built of muscle.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
five.
I'm not built of muscle. I'm not built of muscle.
That's the best.
Like
He
you.
has the ideal 5'6" physique. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the best.
I do
case
not.
scenario.
I do not. And I think it's obvious I do not have that physique.
All right, gentlemen. I don't mean to cut us short, but my friends are going to dinner in a few minutes. I gotta hop.
No
off
worries.
on it.
Hey, college lifestyle.
Hey, don't get too
Yeah,
drunk
yes.
tonight.
Hey,
Stay out of trouble.
We appreciate you finding time for us in the
I'm
college
only
life.
18, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy,
Oh,
you cannot promote that on this podcast.
My point stands. Don't drink.
I'm only 18. That'd be illegal. We don't
Tommy.
do that.
My point stands. Don't drink.
My point. I'm 18. That's illegal. That's illegal.
We would never underage drink. We're all underage. This is no drinking on this podcast or in our everyday life. We don't drink.
You screw up, you learn a lesson.
Amen. What were you talking about with Ewing? What goes around comes around.
What goes around
Yeah.
comes around. You fuck up, you learn a lesson.
Amen.
Oh my God, you've been cussing a lot this episode.
Well, you said I could.
Yeah, to be fair, you did say you could.
Don't say that. I'm gonna have to have my mom not
gave
watch
me-
this
All
episode.
right, all right, Justin. You're gonna go find you go find the sign. I'll lead us out.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much
I
for
didn't
watching.
think it was gonna be the F word.
Well, no, what do you think? Sorry.
Well,
Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you guys listening, watching every week. Thank you so much to Dylan for coming on, sharing some stories.
Dylan, show the short again.
The what?
Your T-shirt, your Indiana short.
Oh, Indiana football.
Indiana baseball player. We interviewed
I'll
Cole
teach you a
Ball.
little something before I head off. This is what you do. You. Do it, Tommy. Do it, Justin.
I'm good.
I got the sign.
Subscribe to the CNT podcast, or the entire IU football team is going to chase you down.
That won't do anything for you. You'll run away from them.
All
right, guys. Thank you for having me on. I will catch you on the flip side.
Yep. See you. Well, thank you guys for listening. Peace.